Hello and welcome everyone back to another video. My name is Jikad and today we're back with another banger crypto video talking about my two favorite things, Hex and Pulsechain. This is what you're subscribed for that information asymmetry. You want to be at a place where 99% of crypto investors and traders are not there yet. Okay, they're too busy being in Solana chasing celebrity meme coins. Yeah, it's crazy. But until then, we're going to be covering the alpha, covering the latest news about Hex and Pulsechain. And today we're going to be looking into something that you probably didn't know about Hex, what makes it super bullish. Now, I'm going to make this video a little bit shorter than usual because I am under the weather and it's actually 3 a.m. So I will make sure to catch some sleep after this. I just wanted to make a video to you guys. And as I'm learning a lot as well, I want to share the video with you guys as well. So I feel like it'll be really informative to a lot of you guys who are still very new to Pulsechain or very new to Hex as well. Because even me myself, I got into Hex around 4 or 5 months ago. I'm learning a lot of things, and I feel like this is a literal golden opportunity for a lot of reasons that we're gonna learn today. Okay, so first of all, looking at the crypto market today, not the prettiest. Okay, things are going down. Ethereum down, Bitcoin's down. Current price, let me double check, is 60k. Bitcoin hopefully doesn't go under that. Okay, Ethereum, it's okay, doing at 2.4. Hopefully we're gonna see that ETH BTC ratio increasing slowly. But aside from that, a quick reminder, okay, that we are no longer in the bear trap phase of the crypto cycle. We're actually probably in the optimism, okay, parts where we've seen what Hex has done in the past few weeks. It done basically a 3x. Beautiful. A lot of people caught attention. People started talking about Hex. They haven't talked about it in a long time. Okay, literally people using the keyword Hex for engagement in Twitter, which is a good sign as well. Okay, regardless if it's negative or positive, any publicity is good publicity. So yeah, just letting you guys know, like I've been making videos for the past summer telling people, hey, these are the bullish narratives, and most of my narratives have literally stayed the same. Pulsechain is full of crazy unique opportunities and narratives, which obviously Hex is one of them because it's part of the Richard Heart ecosystem, and of course eHex, the original Hex as well. I'm super bullish on both, okay, for different reasons. But carrying on, the next thing I want to show, I'm just making this video as well a little bit on the visual learner side. I made this graphic now, not fully by myself. I used Photoshop as well, and I changed a few things here and there. But you can see here that this is what Pulsechain is at the end of the day. It is a leverage of Ethereum, guys. Okay, I mean, ask yourself, are you gonna be happy with making a 4x by holding Ethereum, from 2.5k to 10k? Are you gonna be happy with that? Is that gonna be enough for you for the next 4 years, right? Because after that, there's gonna be a bear market, and then we have to wait for 3.5 years till the next Bitcoin halving, till the next global liquidity cycle to cycle around. It's a pendulum swing. It's a bear market, bull market. It's always going to be like that. We're never going to break out of that cycle. Okay, it doesn't matter whoever tells you that. But yeah, most of the people here will say, no, I want to make more than a 4x. Okay, I'm not a stock market bro. I'm not a guy who has a milli, who's going to be happy with a 4x, to 4x a milli. Most of us here are trying to make 100x pluses, and this is where you have to look into the leverages of Ethereum, right? Which is the better Ethereum as well. I like to call it the evolution of Ethereum, which is Pulsechain, guys, for a lot of reasons. I'm not going to jump into it, but you can see here, these are the 4 Richard Heart core tokens: INC, Liquid Gold, Pulse X, okay, a huge leverage of Pulsechain itself, and of course PHEX, guys, okay, the Bitcoin of DeFi. Absolutely crazy. The purest form of DeFi as well, where you pay with time, where you get shares of the yearly inflation, which we're going to talk about in Hex. Hex is designed to have a yearly inflation of roughly 3.69%, okay, which is pretty damn cool, guys. Okay, it's basically a certificate of deposit where you put in an amount of time and then you get paid, because you get paid based on your delayed gratification. It's really cool, and there's a lot of effects that happens with it, which is kind of like the supply and demand that we're going to show you guys in a second. The third visual I just want to show is think like a whale, become a whale. Shout out to Ray0x for making this graphic, because I always say this sentence and now making it in a nice visual. Guys, it really starts like this. Okay, you want to become a whale in crypto? Start thinking like one. Okay, how are their movements? You can even start copy trading whales. Obviously, I can make a video on that. It's very actually successful, proven successful concept for sure. But as well as just start thinking like a whale, right? Usually whales are the first people who makes the big moves, right? They know, oh, when should I hold? When should I, be the contrarian as well, which is a lot. There's a lot of that, guys. Okay, sometimes conviction feels very lonely. Okay, being in Pulsechain and stuff like that, we've seen a lot of other coins do hundreds of X's. Okay, and in Pulsechain it's like, okay, we still have to wait for our turn, etc., etc. Don't get me wrong. In March earlier this year, there's a lot of big wins, and right now PTGC is doing absolutely crazy in Pulsechain. But all I want to let you guys know that we will get our turn. Okay, all season's coming soon. We've seen the effects. We have seen the effects with Hex, and that this is just the beginning. And by the way, quick reminder: I've seen people talk about, oh my God, is it, whoa, look at this, we're breaking out of that trend, which is fair enough. By the way, and people saying, oh, should I buy the dip, etc., etc. Just to let you know, if we didn't break up, like, this is how crypto moves. It moves in waves. So at some point we will do a small correction, and then obviously the next leg up. Now, how small is that correction, etc.? I don't know. And of course, is it gonna wait? Is it gonna, just don't care? It doesn't care. It's like a train that doesn't care if passages come on. Again, I actually don't know. I don't really care that much about short-term price of Hex, but all I want to let you know is this is how crypto moves, because if we actually didn't break off that trajectory, we would have reached 50 cents by December 20th of this year. So you know what I mean? It's actually kind of realistic to reach that, in my opinion, but I do feel like it will most likely be Q1 of 2025. You know what I mean? Like around that time for sure. But just keep that in mind, okay? Yes, dips creates opportunity, because as price goes down, something goes up, and that is buying power. You have to think about it that way, you know what I mean? So, use that to your own advantage, okay? But aside from that, going back to one of the greatest things, by the way, about, and this is shout out to your friend Somi. Before jumping into talking about T-shares, why T-shares are super bullish. If you guys didn't know about T-shares within Hex, a quick reminder as well. Okay, why Hex and generally Pulsechain as well is super bullish, because we are basically, this is what your friend Somi said, Pulsechain is the apex predator of chains in crypto. The Pulsechain community is a neo-religion. You have these principles of real DeFi, freedom of speech, and freedom of movement. The Hex cult, okay, another word of saying, strong community. I think one of the strongest communities in crypto is literally within Pulsechain and within Hex. Okay, we have survived a minus 99%, guys. Okay, a lot of people ruled Hex as, oh yeah, it's dead. No, we survived a minus 99%, and you will see what will happen. Okay, you'll be surprised, guys. A lot of tokens have actually done, like hundreds of X's, and then it did a minus 99%, and then it followed it by thousands of X's. Okay, I'm actually referring to Shiba Inu, by the way. Keep that in mind. I think I also had it right here. I believe it was this one right here. Yeah, look at it. Look at the graph. And minus 99%, it did a 700X, and then a minus 96%, followed by a 3,150X. Keep that in mind. This is how crypto moves. As I said, it is in waves. Okay, a lot of people gets washed out. It's a redistribution from the weak hands to the strong hands, from the undisciplined to the disciplined. Okay, are you going to be one of them? This is why holding long term is ultimately the best way to win big. Okay, so keep that in mind. Delay your gratification. It will pay you back. But yeah, as you can see, Hex cult, it has bootstrapped it all. There's simply nothing else that comes close. Pulsechain community is literally everything that the crypto industry is looking for. They'll involve it. They'll love it when it's 100x higher. That's the FOMO effect, unfortunately, where, don't catch the bad end of it. You want to be here early, guys. You don't want to be catching FOMO where you're seeing the green candles, you're seeing the higher volume days, and you're like, shoot, should I wait for a dip? No, don't do that. Okay, don't do that. Don't. You have to be greedy when you look at, low volume days. Look at this. Look at these volume days. Look at these you know um, low volume days right here, where it's like, okay, just around a few 100,000 in volume. But look at these days, the past days that we've had like 5-8 million 24-hour volume. Absolutely crazy. That's a lot of money moving around, guys. But also a quick reminder that you can see the RSI index clearly telling you that this is overbought, so things need to kind of settle down for the next leg up. So I'm just trying to keep it real. Don't get me wrong, Hex is so bullish, guys. I believe in both Hexes to reach 50 cent. Both Hexes, minimum. You heard it here first. You might as well just end the video now. If you don't care about like short-term or mid-term price, you can end the video now. I told you the long-term, my long-term price prediction. Obviously, this is not financial advice. Obviously, I have no crystal ball, okay? And I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm just being educational. That's my thought process. At the end of the day, I could be wrong, okay? I could be wrong, but yeah. Anyways, going back to it, you can see here, obviously, talk about call. That's number one. Number two is actually about the supply shock, okay? One thing, and I'm going to use this website here, apex.win. Big shout out to them. You can see that a huge percent, basically aside from the sacrifice, is actually staked, and that's really good. That's what you want to happen with Hex, basically. Less Hex in the circulating supply, and if a lot of them are staking, that's even more scarcity, okay? And then the number two things as well, by the way, which is the T share price that I wanted to talk about. And that's basically, it stands for trillion share. You can see it right here, 10 to the power of 12. And that's basically, if you want to think about it in the simplest way, this is for the people who stake. This is why actually staking is very bullish. And I might make a video about this where I might do a staking ladder, because I think that's makes it super exciting, so that you're not missing out. Obviously, as the price goes up or down, you're still getting paid. I might do a staking ladder of like a yearly or a quarterly staking ladder. There's so many different places to stake, by the way. There's so many different front ends. Obviously, it's all at the end of the day still interacting with the Hex smart contract. But yeah, the main thing to look at, guys, you can see here the T share price. Okay, now it used to be like all the way down. Oh my God. Whoa, it used to be $1, guys. Okay, now obviously it went all the way up, and then obviously all-time high was worth around 7.8k, something like that. And right now it's probably worth around, I don't know, 400, 500. I think it's in there's a website here that shows it. Yeah, you can see on Ethereum it's $99, and another one here is the one on PX is $498. And you can see the payout per t-shirt. I believe that's per day, by the way, and that's around just 9 cents, 10 cents basically, and this one is 2 cents roughly. Okay, but that is not the end of it. That makes it super bullish. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys a website that is made by an independent developer. He's very new as well. Look into Maxi. That's his website. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. Big shout out to him. It's a very slick looking website. I gotta be honest. Okay, I'm gonna be using this as my daily dashboard check for everything to do with Pulsechain and charts. Really love it. I like the color scheme. I like the nice dark background. 100%. That's that's the best thing. Imagine it on like OLED screens on your phone or something. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But anyways, going back to it, one of the most bullish things that you need to realize is that if you scroll down here to PHEX liquidity and also EHEX liquidity, something you'll realize is that look at the total Hex in liquidity. Okay, don't look at actually it's not even showing the dollar value, but you can see the actual unit amount of PHEX in the liquidity, and it is slowly decreasing. Okay, and then obviously at the same time, proportionally, inverse proportion, the price of PHEX is going up. So what is happening here? What am I trying to say? This is to do with the Uniswap liquidity formula that Richard Hart talks about a lot. Okay, he's very smart with that. I'm still learning it as well. But obviously I've spoken about this before, with V2 liquidity, symmetric liquidity. You can see here, this is what we are in most of the liquidity pools like V1 and V2 are basically Uniswap liquidity pools, you can see the same thing here. As you scroll down, it's symmetric liquidity where it's equal sides on both. So it's a, equal, it will always be the same equilibrium of 50-50%. So it makes things very, easy to kind of explain right now. But you can see that there's a buy side, the bid side, and you can see the ask side, right? This is basically the appreciating side. This could be a stable coin as well. And the formula here is actually X times Y is equal to K. K is a constant product formula. We want to keep K stable. We want to keep, we want to keep K constant no matter what, using X and Y and changing the ratios. X and Y is obviously asset A, asset B. In our case, could be hex and wrapped ETH or hex and DAI, any stablecoin, etc. Whatever pairs it's bonded with. And you just need to realize, okay, as more people buy, they're basically turning in their, give me 1 second actually, apologies. But yeah, as more people buy, they're basically giving in their Ethereum and they're getting back the hex. So again, as I mentioned, less hex in the circulating supply, resulting in less hex in the pools itself, in the liquidity pool. How does this work? Okay, now because, and this is what Richard Hart said, price moves in squares. Okay, so imagine we have the LP pools right here. Okay, wrapped ETH. It's worth $250,000. Okay, if you have the amount of hex in the pool, okay, just because people are buying it up, effectively the DAI has to quadruple. Okay, which, again, to just keep the equilibrium, the constant product formula constant, basically. But as an effect, it will actually square the price of hex. And I hope that kind of makes sense. But all I'm trying to say, if you have the hex amount in the liquidity pools, it will square the price of hex. Do you get what I mean? And this is how it moves, guys. Okay, so it's actually quite crazy. It's not a linear, correlation. It actually moves in squares. So prices can move actually very exponentially. This is why FOMO is bad. You don't want to miss out on it. Okay, this is why Hex did a 10,000x very quickly, in my opinion. Like, I mean, if you look at this, the amount of this, by the way, it'll happen in, okay, this is basically in a few years, but Hex started all the way, in a pre-sale. I don't know, that was the original price? That's actually a good question. But, keep that in mind. This is how price moves. If you literally half the amount of hex in the liquidity pool, it will result in the hex price being squared. Okay, so yeah, anyways, I am both bullish on eHex and pHex. And as well, going back to the website, as you scroll down, you can kind of see the same thing happening with eHex, guys. Okay, you can see right here. Look at this. I mean, you can even, it's exactly right here. You can see that as soon as the, if you read the total eHex liquidity, 200,000, it is slowly moving down. And as that's moving down, the price is moving up. It's a, as I said, inverse proportion correlation. And this is something you need to realize. Okay, as people stake their hex for years, and you can see here the average stake length is roughly around less than 10 years. That's the majority, which is absolutely crazy. Okay, and you have obviously here less than 5 years, less than 1 year, and less than 15 years. Absolutely crazy. Less than 15 is that's the 4-5 club. Absolutely shout out to those people. The 555 days, roughly 15.2 years. And yeah, keep that in mind, guys. You can see right now, Pulsechain Pools has around 1.08 million hex. Uniswap Pools has around 240 million hex. What you can do is keep track of this. Okay, well, obviously this website does it for you. It keeps track of it, so you don't have to write the numbers down and check on them. But this is bullish, guys. Okay, it's literally the supply shock. That's kind of what I was trying to lead to here to explain. Richard Hart will explain soon to the entire crypto industry what does supply shock mean with Hex. And you can see the quantity of output. As the quantity of output reduces, it results in the price going up. Okay, either or, obviously. If the price goes down, obviously quantity of output becomes more, right? But do remember, this is the graph for the T shares amount. So obviously, if you want to stake, which I will probably make a video on this, I think I do want to do this and make the be exposed to, have a share, have an equity part of the inflation, which is pretty cool. Like that's what I want to be part of, to be honest with you. It's kind of like passive income as well, and especially the fact that T-shares are very cheap right now. It's a huge discount. But yeah, you can see here, this is the hex.com website, where it basically says the mining average is around 40% APY. The yield consists out of a yearly 3.69 inflation, bonuses like historic big payday, and penalties. So a big part of that is penalties. But listen up, I think, guys, I'm going to end the video there, okay? Because, yeah, I am feeling a little bit... but yeah, I'm going to end the video there because I am feeling indeed a little bit sick, and it is almost 4 a.m. I hope that this video kind of made sense, talking about, T-shares, why it is super bullish, and of course the fact that, you, as people are buying hex from those liquidity pools, there's less hex in the liquidity pools themselves, and then that results in the price squaring as it goes up. Okay, it's as simple as that, and this will all result in the supply shock, guys. Okay, one of those things will increase, either the quantity of output or the price itself. Which one would be? I think the price will increase a lot. People will FOMO in. Slowly and slowly, people will start staking. It will reduce the circulating amount of hex, and this will be the effect of it. Okay, FOMO and scarcity. Yeah, super excited for hex, guys, in my opinion. So yeah, let me know if you want me to make a staking tutorial as well. Like, I'm probably gonna make a ladder where I'm either gonna do you can even make a monthly payout with a ladder, or a quarterly, a yearly, whatever you want to do. But anyways, I'm gonna end the video with this one. I made a course, so if you are new to crypto, okay, don't skip on the most crucial topics within crypto before you jump into like investing, because you need to understand keeping your wallet safe. You need to understand how things work. When is the best time to even provide liquidity? What is the difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum, etc., etc. Gas fees, what makes Bitcoin mining not the most profitable thing to do today, etc., etc. I've covered things like Ethereum 1.0 to 2.0 merge, a lot of things as well, a little bit about technical analysis, why market cap can be misleading, it can be manipulated as well. Market cap is not the end all be all. Liquidity is a very important thing. At the same time, it's a double-edged sword. So I've covered those topics in the course. If you are a YouTube member, okay, which those people are, you can literally simply email me or reach out to you on my Telegram link description. I will give you 100% free discount for the course, and I'm really keen to hearing your feedback on the course, by the way. That's very valuable to me right now. So yeah, if you are a YouTube member, reach out to me and I'll give you that code. I believe I have only 10 of those codes. So yeah, it is a first come, first serve. Anyways, I'm going to end the video there. A big thank you to, of course, this hardest comment. Yes, sir, my guy. Everybody should thank you for future millionaires. But yeah, really appreciate you, of course. And yeah, I appreciate you guys as well for the support. Join my Telegram in the description. And a big thank you as well to my man here, Pulsechain Gangster, for tagging me, for saying, who's your favorite hex / Pulsechain influencer. And he tagged me along of other people like Crypto Coffee, and other people as well. So I feel really it's an honor to be in people's top fives for hex content and stuff like that. But aside from that, I'm going to leave my Twitter in the description below so that you can follow as well. And if you are new to my channel, subscribe, put on your notifications. A lot of bullish videos coming very, very soon, guys. Again, we are literally at the brink of the altcoin season. Front row seats are basically almost gone now. It's going to be with the prices that we are seeing right now, it's only going to keep going up, in my opinion. So yeah, look at this as well. Altcoin index, you know what I mean? It will slowly keep going up. Bitcoin dominance will slowly keep going down. I believe it's going to reach at that 40%. And then hopefully we see an ETH BTC ratio of 0.1. That will be absolutely crazy, guys. Looking at the sacrifice funds that Richard has, if Ethereum goes to 10,000, the sacrifice funds will be worth, I believe 1.7 billion, by the way. And if it's around 7,000 Ethereum, that the sacrifice funds will be worth $1 billion. Okay, 10 times the amount that Avalanche, the network Avalanche, did a buyback. Imagine, and Avalanche was bullish for a small time. It literally made a mini altcoin season. Now imagine if you do it 10 times that. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it's basically 4 a.m. I'm going to end the video there. I'm very tired. I don't want to keep blabbing along. I think I've, taught you guys about Hex. Something new, hopefully, that you guys didn't know. These are very useful website. I'm going to leave them in the link in the description, especially for looking to Maxi, supporting a, independent dev that's learning the journey as he goes. Really slick website. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Go check out my course link in the description. Join my Telegram. Follow me on my Twitter and subscribe for more videos like this. Take care. Bye-bye.